Story time about growing up in Japan. So as most of you know, I grew up in Japan, right? But I didn't grow up in mainland Japan. I grew up in this tiny little island called Okinawa in the very far south. Now, the Okinawan culture is a lot different than mainland culture, and here's one way that it made me look really funny. So me, a very obviously white guy with, green eyes, growing up in Okinawa, the deep south part of Japan, right? I learned how to speak Japanese in Okinawa, and I assumed that everything that I learned in Okinawa was just standard Japanese. I had no idea that, there was dialect written into the language that I was learning. I thought I was just learning standard Japanese. So when I came back to the United States and started working for a Japanese company, I'm speaking Japanese and everything, everybody there was from Osaka and they all stared at me and would laugh when I would talk. Because I was using Okinawan words without even realizing it and had a really thick Okinawan accent. So it was basically the equivalent of a Japanese person speaking with a deep South Louisiana accent. うちの口デージ面白いでしょ